Hello, hello. Today I'm not going to play RimWorld on stream. I'm going to make another one of my talking streams. Maybe I will talk about RimWorld, but afterwards when I run out of things to say. I had here things that I wanted to look up. I did look this up. I did not look this up, but this is for outside stream. And maybe this is something that I did want to cover on stream. So maybe I will start with this. I'm writing a message, by the way. Okay, I already sent this, so I can delete this. This was a DM that I wanted to send. This was basically because I got a message asking me something like, what's stopping you from iterating on stuff that works, brings more views while being true to yourself? Well, I will read it basically. Well, I'm not sure if it's appropriate to read a DM or something, because maybe if he wanted to be a YouTube comment, he would have commented it on it, but maybe he doesn't mind or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, basically, okay. Why don't I iterate on stuff that works? Sorry for not talking a lot. I guess this is my space to think. So yeah, I got a very perceptive. Why don't I iterate on stuff that works? I got the context for this is that I got a very perceptive DM that asked me why I don't iterate on stuff that works, because even though I claim that my videos are bad, unpolished, documental, etc., on purpose, I seem depressed. I mean, naturally, very perceptive is. Who knows? I was thinking now about my iPad. Sorry. Well, not sorry. No, no one's here, so no, doesn't matter. But yeah, I was thinking about my iPad. I was thinking about how, or if I move to Germany or whatever, I was thinking, what would I take, right? Would I take my, I have here like a new USB extender, USB hub with my HDMI capture for this camera setup. So I would take the camera probably. Mm, but I wouldn't take the computer, I think, because it's too bulky to take like on a plane. Maybe if I were to come here in car, by a car and then go back by a car, maybe I would do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's not crazy, I think. I don't know. I started to think about, my mind wanders, and I start to think about things. I was thinking now about if I were to go to Germany but come back and wouldn't want to take like things from here to Germany because I got more established or whatever, or because I wanted to take my magazines, for example. And I was working at what my friend works at, which is like moving boxes for DHL on an airport. Like he has a calendar that has like a lot of gaps, a lot of like 5 day gaps. So I could go if I bought a car or whatever. I could go from Germany to Spain, which would take like I think 2 days, like 2 full days. Then come here, maybe eat with the family or whatever, and then leave again, and it would not take like then another 2 days to go back. So in like 5 days, I could make it, right? Coming and going back, and it would be a nice trip. I think it would be like a nice experience to see it. I think on winter it would be bad because the road from here to there it's probably like snowy or the conditions are probably bad. But maybe not. Maybe it would be doable. Who knows? And it would be like a nice road trip experience. I think. I don't know. I start thinking of these possibilities that get enabled by doing things, right? And yeah, I also think of that I could live stream it on the way or whatever. why don't I iterate on stuff that works? So I'm making this video because I got a DM, very perceptive DM, as I say here in my script, that asked me why don't I iterate on stuff that works, right? Because even though I claim that my videos are bad, unpolished, or documented, etc., in purpose, in the actual like watching the videos, probably I look depressed or something like this. I called it perceptive. It was sincere. I thought it was perceptive. I think it is. I wrote very perceptive at first, but I removed the very because I think it is pretty obvious that things are not going my way by my attitude. But it is true that if you have watched my 100 video series from the beginning and have watched at least some videos from early on, at the beginning, like the intention was set as making unpolished videos, etc. And those unpolished videos, etc., come with the expectation of not a lot of success, blah, 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 right? So it's like, why haven't I chosen to like go ham on what has gone well within the parameters that I get, or I guess, versus having continuing on this path of, I guess, streaming, or continuing on this path of making videos that are unpolished. So, well, first of all, I want to thank the person who sent me the DM. I think I already had said it in response, but yeah, I think it's nice, and I called it perceptive for a reason. I do think that you need perception, like having watched those early videos and then continuing to have watched until the new ones, and also like seeing the connection between that, which I think is the pretty like the most obvious step, but then like having the, I don't know, not sure if detachment or courage or whatever to voice it to me so that I can hear it, because to me, even if it's obvious to me, it doesn't mean that it doesn't help to hear it. I don't know. Maybe it's like the opposite of a fat person, right? I think fat people are like, it's obvious that I am fat. I know I should lose weight. The difficulty in losing weight is another reasons, right? So it's like there is no blindness that. So it's not helpful for the cause to like repeat it, right? And they overly get that feedback, right? They get that feedback more than they need. In my case, I think it's the opposite. Right? I get so little feedback that to me it's like, even if it's obvious to me from the inside and perceptively, and it's probably obvious to me that when watching it, someone will see it. It's not obvious that it is being perceived or whatever. Right? So it is useful to me to get the feedback. So thank you for that. I wanted to say that as well. Right? I think it is helpful for me to hear it from outside, from an outside perspective, which is what I was looking for, I guess, in making the videos. I also think it helps if if the person is not super close, right? If they come anew, right? If it's someone who doesn't know you before, who has not grown up with you. For example, my brother. I think my brother watches some of the videos, not all, but some of them, or some friends from school, etc. also watch them sometimes. But the feedback there, I guess it's harder to give, even if you see it, right? It's like you may know me in real life, so you maybe know more things about me, blah blah blah, right? I don't know. So maybe the feedback, if it comes from like entirely outside, it's more revealing, I guess, of the image or something like that. I don't know. But but I wanted to be thankful for that. And then now, I'm going to say some reasons, right? I'm going to list the reasons why don't I iterate on stuff that works. So the first reason was that I don't want to make videos that are too clickbaity or to sell my soul, right? I think that I could be capable of working on those kind of ideas and successfully executing, etc., etc. But lately I have been watching some videos. this video, for example, of why these people are leaving donut. I forget their names. I don't know. I don't actually know their names. Like, they are not people who I know a lot of from, but I have watched a lot of videos in which they appear, right? And they are leaving Donut Media, which is the channel that I saw, and basically Donut Media got bought by private equity or something like that, and the content started to shift way more into this clickbaity thing. And I noticed that on the content itself, right? I have stopped watching Donut basically because of it. I watched a video recently about it, and it was kind of addictive in that same Mr. Beast sense, but not in a way that I liked a lot, to be honest, right? And I do agree that that the videos that they made inside the channel are like some of the series that are, I guess, more interesting or something. And yeah, basically they have quit that enterprise, right? So I'm like, I don't know, even though I think I should join a soul sucking enterprise so that I can further my, I don't know, so that I can get some personal gain in a sense. What I do think about it, and I think that this is the path to success for some people, including them, for example. Like, this video has 3.1 million views, they have 850,000 subscribers because they have been at Donut, they have built that beloved blah, 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 right? At the cost of selling their soul a little bit for the devil, you could say, right? For selling their soul to private equity. And I don't know. I feel like I've always thought that in the long run, it's better to avoid that. I don't know. I think maybe it's dumb. Maybe it's a bad thought. I like it. Every day that passes where I don't sell my soul, I feel like I have sold my soul anyways, but to other types of forces or something like that. But that is the reason. That is the reason why I don't want to actively put effort in making these videos that are clickbaity, etc., to sell my soul actively, right? To actively work on selling my soul for my own interests or something like that, right? For my own fame interests, something like that. I don't want to get demons that I can't fight, basically. Then, the next thing is that the alpha I see is usually in making things in Spanish, and that I feel reticent to make videos in Spanish, right? So, for example, I will see some kind of video in English, right? And I see, I don't know, for example, consumerism on TikTok, like a video essay about consumerism on TikTok or something like that, right? That kind of thing, where it takes TikTok clips, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, actually, I could make like the Spanish version of this. And I think of that, and I feel like I am a person who could pull that off, right? I'm not sure how much success I would get, but I feel like I could pull that off. I have attempted a couple of times doing it, but lazily, and I feel like I could put more effort into it. But I covered this in my Way in English video. Then the seven excuses that I thought of, because the RPMs in English, like the revenue per million of views, is much higher in English, but I'm not monetizing this, so why do I care about it, right? Then, because most of the content that I consume is in English, be it videos, tweets, or whatever. So maybe I want to talk about, since I'm going to talk about things that I'm looking at every day, like YouTube videos or tweets, then maybe speaking English makes it easier. Then I thought about, like, okay, but what are the pragmatic reasons why I'm not doing it? And one thing I came up with is that because my English is bad, only the people who care enough to listen to it will endure listening to someone whose English is not good, right? And this especially applies to like my IRLs, like the people in real life. Like, who the fuck is going to listen to a dude talking in English when he talks in Spanish, right? Then I thought about the deeper reasons that could be there, so I'm not getting into them here because they are deep. But yeah, to sum up, maybe some sense of insecurity, like underlying all this, or like fear of what the reactions of the people will be, stuff like that, or fear of being outgrouped, and maybe some wish of, or some longing for people that are internationally minded, right? So not exactly my IRLs, or from my IRL, the one who are more internationally minded. yeah, it's this video. Basically, in this video, I say something like, well, some of the excuses are like revenue per million, like YouTube videos in English are better monetized, but I don't have a monetization anyway, right? So who cares? And some other things. Then the pragmatic reasons are that, like, I started with the train of thought in English, right? Replying to English people, and that I watched a lot of people in English, so the videos, like, replying to this kind of content are going to be in English mostly. Like, the ideas that I get are mostly in English, the scripts in that sense. But that the deeper reasons that I list here are kind of like, I don't want to be outcast in Spanish-speaking places or whatever, right? I don't want the people who know me in real life, like second to or third degree connections, to know me and to know that kind of stuff. Or I don't want or maybe even my close connections, I don't want them watching videos that are going to be, I don't know, about a topic or something like this, right? About an education, like more or less educational, edutainment type video, right? Maybe it's that kind of reticence to being seen in that way by people. That is kind of a reason why I don't pursue that kind of thing, right? And then the next idea that I had, or reason that I had, is that maybe I'm just lazy, right? And I don't want to work hard at something, right? I could work hard at iterating on stuff that works, but that is a hard process, right? And I don't know. I think that calling oneself lazy is cope, right? That is my main gripe with that argument, right? I have talked about this with a friend as well, also a lot of the time, because he seems to like accept that he is lazy or something like that, or I don't know, or he kind of hates on laziness and is lazy in some aspects, but not lazy in others. It's a strange thing, right? So I think that calling oneself lazy is cope, right? And that it's a fake diagnostic, right? So calling yourself lazy is the actual laziness, and it's like laziness of thought, of introspection, and not wanting to dive deep into the reasons and giving like a blanket argument that works for something, right? That works, but without being actually definitionally correct in any way, because I don't know, being lazy is descriptive, right? I don't know, maybe but it's not um, introspective or anything like that. It's not investigative. It's just descriptive of an outside observation type thing, right? Maybe. But the actual truth, I don't know the actual truth, right? I would guess that it's that I am overwhelmed, sorry, and that I don't see a path for success, right? I'm in these videos in Spanish or something like this. I don't actually see a path of success, right? I don't see, like, I can't see myself happy as the person who makes like this kind of video essay videos or whatever, right? I'm like, if I put this effort into something, I make it, blah 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 blah, and it works, I feel like it's burdening me in a way, right? I'm not sure if I want to get into this video or whatever, but I would feel burdened, right, by that recognition, etc., for several reasons, right? Some of them are what I have said, some of them are others that I prefer not to say, but there are reasons that keep me at bay from that, right? Same with the clickbait videos, right? I wouldn't mind. I think that people who don't mind making clickbait, like Mr. Beast or something like that, it's because they have a stronger vision than I do regarding some things, or that they don't mind to be perceived in certain ways for certain reasons, right? And I think I lack those kind of reasons. I don't know. Sorry for being vague, but I don't know. This is like as much as I want to say about it here. So yeah, these are kind of my excuses on why I don't iterate on stuff that works. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to recommend anything. Maybe I will put like some random video here, and yeah, goodbye. Okay, now I wanted to make a video called what will I do if I don't go to Germany? And I don't know, I don't know what to say. I think it's like a status update, but a smaller chunk. And I wanted to make it a standalone video so that it makes, I don't know. Are you real? Audrey numbers? Come. Okay, what will I do if I don't go to Germany? So, this is a status update video by Starter about me if I don't go to Germany, right? So, for context, a friend of mine works in Germany as like by basically moving boxes in an airport, and they are looking for people always to move boxes, right? So, like shit labor basically. A while ago, I wasn't considering in accepting, but now situation is worse mentally for me, so I think it now looks refreshing even. So I am considering accepting it. I have asked him about the process, blah blah blah. But I'm not sure if this friend of mine will be like if the conditions blah 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 will be acceptable for me. Maybe they are not acceptable for me for some reason, right? Maybe I don't pass. Maybe I whatever, right? I don't pass the tests that they have. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe he tells me that actually the conditions for getting me in there are like much worse than what I thought they would be, or something like that. Or that the housing situation is not as easy as he expected to be, so it would be a mess. That kind of thing. Right? If things don't go easy, I won't accept. So what will I do in case I don't go to Germany? Right? Or maybe he doesn't actually do the paperwork necessary, right? He doesn't help me with the paperwork and I get confused, blah, 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 right? He doesn't give me the correct information, he takes too long, and the timing is all wrong, and I never end up being able to go there for whatever reason. So what will I do in that situation? Then I have another friend that has a friend with this kind of developer job, I think, that and they are taking in new people apparently, right? They were taking in new people in January, so maybe they are not now. But those kind of places usually take a like are known for that, right? So maybe I would attempt to hit up this friend and blah blah, blah, right? But I have to keep thinking of other things that I would apply to blah 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 because yeah, because it's hard to. So I think in that case I would apply to stuff in the Netherlands, right? Netherlands. I think in the Netherlands, I don't know. I get the vibe that in the Netherlands or maybe more in Germany, more stuff in Germany. Germany, there are more things that kind of onboard you in with like accommodation included, right? Accommodation included or like streamlined in some way, right? So I think I will go that route more heavily. Maybe trying to find engineering roles like that, but if not, like taking whatever, right? Maybe like lower collar stuff. I will also take that, right? I have seen some offerings like that, and I'm interested. So yeah, these are kind of my main ideas, and maybe in the meantime also like I don't know, keep doing some remote applying etc. But I feel like my truthful approach, the truthful approach that I wanted to make, has not worked. So and I don't want to start in being involved in lies etc. So that feels less acceptable to me. But I can't expect success from that, right? I can't expect success. So yeah, that is how I've been feeling like. I think I have some criteria, right? I have some internal criteria on what to look for. Going with my friend, like if I go to Germany with my friend and maybe look into Japan or Australia, but those feel like step two, right? Those feel like step two. You have to have some savings there to even go. I think to even go compared to going to Netherlands, which is like a 200 euro ticket or something like that, or maybe 200 plus rail or something like. Same with Germany, right? 200 plus 100 in train plus plane, something like that, right? So I do have 300 euros. I could easily get 300 euros for this ticket or whatever, but getting like the Airbnb for the first month plus the plane ticket to Japan or Australia, those are approaching like 2,000 euros numbers, and I'm not sure if I can go that far yet. Right? Like I could just ask for money, but without asking for money, I mean. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I think here I also have like my brother, but I don't think this thing is open. My brother's, like my brother's girlfriend's sister, right? My brother's girlfriend's sister had some kind of ex company. No, it's like was in some kind of company. Yo, it's way too hot. Here it's actually pretty chilly. Let's see. Weather Berlin. 29 degrees. Cloudy. Alerta de calor. Wow. Am Donnerstag wird eine starke Belastung erwartet. Die Hitze wird alte und pflegebedürftige Menschen extrem belasten. Mit einer zusätzlichen Belastung aufgrund. What is this? I don't know what belasten means. Belasten, I guess, extreme load. Alte Menschen und pflegebedürftige Menschen. Okay. It seems like it's raining tomorrow at least. A little bit of cooling effect. 21 degrees at night time, it is pretty hot, I guess. 19 degrees at night time in Berlin. It has to be hot in the bedroom for sleeping. Oh fuck, I have not paused recording shit. Okay, I think I'm going to re-record the video and that's it. Just got home, it's supposed to storm today, so I'm a bit hopeful that it's going to get a bit colder over the night. Doesn't seem like it too much, but maybe. By the way, I haven't streamed RimWorld today. Since you weren't here, I was like, fuck it, let's actually do some regular streaming. I had a couple of ideas. I've already recorded this video, why don't I iterate your stuff that works? And yeah, this is an idea for a video for another day, and this is another idea for not a video, but for something I have to do. And this is the video that I was recording right now. What will I do if I don't go to Germany? So this is a status update video, but a little bit shorter. And for context, a friend of mine who is working in Germany for DHL, like moving boxes in an airport, he told me a while ago that he's trying to go ham, like more, well, not I say go ham, but he's trying to go like a little bit stronger in like recruiting people for that job because he gets like a bonus or something, right? And I was like, fuck it, I could join him because compared to last year when he also was trying to do that, the conditions are better because he is now actually internally working at DHL. Before he was working for like an external contractor or something like that. So the conditions for his reward are better, but also the conditions for the job are also better. And I feel a little bit more, I see the appeal more than before, also because my situation is worse. So I was like, fuck it, let's join that. And I told him, hey, I would like to join to that, blah, blah, blah. And he, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if it will happen because of several reasons. Maybe I don't pass like the tests, internal tests or whatever. I think those are easy, but maybe I don't pass them. Maybe I don't see the documents in time. Maybe the window for sending the documents has closed and they aren't hiring, blah, 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 right? So, yeah, there are factors that could happen. And maybe like my friend doesn't have the right information and can't get it in time, or he can't blah 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 blah. Right? Many reasons, many things can happen. So what will I do if I don't go to Germany? I want to prevent me feeling down in case that doesn't go through, and have like a backup plan and some things to do. So yeah, these are like the ideas that I had. So another friend has a friend with a trash developer job in Madrid, right? Something like that. And I was like, but they are hiring kind of, at least at the beginning of the year, they were kind of hiring new people to get in. And even though the conditions are not super good, they are something, right? And they could be like the path to developing more, to getting like some experience, blah, 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 in that role. And I used to not like that because I thought I could get something better, but I don't have it in me to get something better, to be honest. So I'm not going to do it. And I would take that. But maybe they are not like, none of these things are for sure, right? So I have to have a lot of options. Then my brother's girlfriend's sister was in some kind of company, engineering company or something. So maybe I could try that, but I'm not sure because I think she's no longer there, right? I think she left. So maybe that is not something that is open already. Then another thing, the Netherlands or Germany. I think that I have seen some people, some job positions that have accommodation included or that have it more streamlined, right? Like my friend's theory here. And I see, like, I applied on Instagram to something and they called me back really quickly, right? So I think that those companies are trying to do shit, and I think they do want workers or something like that. So I feel like I have a good hunch on that. So I feel like I would try to look for more of those things. And I have some internal criteria on what to look for and to what kinds of things I prefer. So yeah. Then I also have this keep remote applying, etc. But I can't expect success because yeah, it has not worked for me. But I think I could also try doing it on something like this. And then I had like a maybe look into Japan or Australia thing, but I feel like that's more of a step 2, right? I feel like I have to have more savings to go there versus other things, right? Versus, for example, Germany or Netherlands. Germany or Netherlands is what, a plane ticket, maybe a couple of trains, 300, 400 euros at most. I can pay that myself. If it becomes something like Japan or Australia, where you have to where I would have to like go to Japan, have an Airbnb for like a month before I get like accommodation in, right? Maybe I could try to get accommodation included, or maybe accommodation plus transport or something like that. I could try to see what there is, what's there, but I don't think it will happen. Meanwhile, for the Netherlands and for Germany, I feel more hopeful that those are things that happen. So yeah, those are the things that I'm planning to do if I don't go to Germany. This is like a small status update kind of video, but yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Maybe I will link the status update playlist, but I won't put this video inside it. This video will be like just a regular video on my channel. Goodbye. Where would it be if you go to Germany? Leipzig. My friend is working at the Leipzig Halle airport. Apparently, it's like one of the biggest airports in the world in terms of like loading or something like this, right? Second largest cargo airport in Germany after Frankfurt. Oh, I thought it was bigger. But yeah, it's the main European hub for DHL aviation. It's one of the 4 German airports which allow 24-hour takeoff and landing. My friend works at night. Fifth busiest airport in Europe, having handled 1.2 million metric tons of cargo. Mitteldeutsche Flughafen Holding AG. Sounds interesting to try at the very least. To be honest, kinda actually. At this point, it does. On the past, it didn't sound appealing to me because he was kind of working for a second, like a contractor company or something like that, and that sounded worse. Like that sounded pretty bad to me. I don't like those kind of companies. This one is the why don't I iterate on stuff that works? Cerrar and then crear, subir vídeos. This one. What will I do if I don't go to Germany? So yeah, we'll see if that happens or not. Hello, 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 am I back? Hello, am I back? Hello, am I back? Hello, am I back? Hello, 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 am I back? Hello, 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 hello. Are you dropping frames or something? Yeah, apparently my internet went down or something for a bit. Yeah, I think you're back. Okay, nice. I clicked on the A306 and it didn't load, but now it loaded. A300. Old as plane. Dumb. Anyways, I just wanted to click to share this with a friend who is very libertarian. Like the same friend where I'm going to, that same friend is very libertarian or something, right? So I wanted to say, okay, but the company you work for literally has subsidies and is taking advantage of the airport being held by a state-owned company. So, shh. It's annoying that it doesn't go to Madrid. Like he has to fly to Berlin and then to take a train from Berlin to Leipzig. Tirana. Maybe I could go to Albania. Wow, nice. Bro, I get a lot of spam mail, and at this point they are not even trying. One of them only says leveling misclut. That's not even German, probably not even real words. I see some that are strange as well, but I think they at least use Spanish words, like real Spanish words. Kursdorf. Whoa. Situated between the two runways. Kursdorf, yo, that's crazy. The church remained. Last service at the church 2015. Are there no YouTube videos about it? Das verschwundene Dorf. Mit dem Rad zum Flughafen Leipzig.
Hallo zusammen, heute ist Ostermontag 2023 und ich bin wieder draußen unterwegs. Ich mache heute eine kleine Radtour in Richtung Flughafen Halle Leipzig. Die Tour wird ca. 34 Kilometer sein.
34. 34. Gesamt. Right.
Die Strecke verläuft heute größtenteils auf Radwegen und zum allergrößten Teil kenne ich die auch. Außer dann direkt am Flughafen, da war ich noch nicht mit dem Fahrrad. Da schauen wir mal, wie es da aussieht. Und da ist der Blick zurück.
Whoa, nice. Antonov. These things are so fucking sick. The 6-engine one. I guess all Germans like techno.
Ortseingang Kursdorf. Ja, direkt am Flughafen. Da fahren wir jetzt mal hin.
Nice.
Hier ist noch die alte Kirche.
See, if I go to Germany, I will make a video about this. I will make something like the loudest town in Germany or something like that. And then a video.
Und ein kleiner Friedhof. So sieht's aus. So, hier gibt es eine schöne Pausengruppe. Werde ich ein kleines Päuschen machen. Hier gibt es eine Pumpe für den Friedhof mit schöner Blechgießkanne von früher, herrlich. Und hier
Die Ortgeschichte.
gibt es Erklärbär, die Ortsgeschichte.
Geschichte.
Ja, seht ihr, hier sind die Fahrradständer. Ich habe die gesucht. Naja, also kleine Pause.
Maybe I'll buy a bike also. How much are bikes? How do you say bike? Rad. Rad something, right? Rad. $160, $90. Fahrrad. 65, 50. Does it work? Mit Schloss und funktionierendem Dynamolicht. It works for me. Rennrad in super Zustand. Damenfahrrad. Damenrad-Trekking. Arbeitsfahrrad. Wow. Ist alles in Ordnung? Die Schalter funktionieren alle. Wir verkaufen wegen des Umzugs. Wladimir. Fahrrad. How did she search for the bicycle stand if she parked like 3 meters next to them? Mountain bike? I don't know what kind of mountains they have in Leipzig, but this is not mountain bike. Oh, because it has the kind of suspension like that. Con un poco de artesanía. Okay, I can get a bike for $50. That's epic. Cool to know. See, I have a lot of places in Germany that I want to go to. So that's also another positive reason to go to Leipzig. Since I live in northern Germany, I rarely went to any mountains. Such we would have gone more often if they were more accessible. Oh. Shal Inferno. Leipzig Halle Airport and 100 million euros into soundproofing for the village. Due to fuels like kerosene constantly being burned by vehicles. Bruh. Where I live, there are a lot of mountains. They are not hyper tall, but they are pretty tall. So I have hiked a little bit, not a lot also, but a little bit. I have not skied or anything like that, but we used to go to the mountains to like use a sled or something like that. Skoid it. Can't I cancel this? I did hike on it 4 or 5 times, maybe a bit more, but only when on holiday, some place where you can actually do so. Okay, I think I'm going to timestamp these videos and then I'll close stream. Why don't I iterate on stuff that works? I'm making this video. Very perceptive DMs, I say here in my script, that ask me why don't I iterate on stuff that works, right? Because even though I claim that my videos are bad, unpolished, not documented, etc. in purpose, in the actual, I had to hike twice in my school time, and it was to the same place. Like watching the videos, probably I look depressed or something. In school time, I'm not sure if we hiked in school time. Maybe a couple of times, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I think more than once we have probably gone to like the a little bit higher in the mountains and all this. I called it perceptive. It was sincere. I thought it was perceptive. I think it is. I wrote very perceptive at first, but I removed the very because I think it is pretty obvious that things are not going my way by my attitude. But it is true that if you have watched my 100 video series from the beginning and have watched at least some videos from early on, at the beginning, like the intention was set as making unpolished videos, etc. And those unpolished videos, etc., come with the expectation of not a lot of success, blah blah blah. Right? So it's like, why haven't I chosen to like go ham on what has gone well within the parameters that I get, I guess, versus I want to thank the person who sent me the videos and then continue to have watched until the new or courage or whatever to voice it to me so that I can hear it because are like it's obvious that I am fat and they overly get the feedback. Right? They get that feedback back to me that when making the videos. 0309 some reasons. I also think it helps if it like the person is not super close, right? If they come on you, right? If it's someone who doesn't know you before, who has not grown up with you, for example, my brother, I think my brother watches some of the videos, not all, but some of them, or some friends from school, etc. also watch them sometimes. But reasons why why don't I? But now, but that's why it's more revealing, I guess, of the image or something like that. I don't know. But that's why I want to be thankful for that. And then now I'm going to say some reasons, right? I'm going to list the reasons why why don't I iterate on stuff that works. So the first reason was that I don't want to make videos that are too clickbaity or too semi-sold, right? I think that I could be capable of working on those kind of ideas and successfully executing, etc., etc. But lately I have been watching some videos. This video, for example, of why these people are living donut. I forget their names. I don't actually know their names. Like they are not people who I know a lot of from. But I have watched a lot of videos in which they appear, right? And they are living donut media, which is the channel that I saw. And basically donut media got bought by private equity or something like that. And the content started to shift way more into this clickbait thing. And I noticed that on the content itself. Right? I have stopped watching donut basically because of it. So including at the cost about myself anyways, but to other types of forces or something. But I don't know if it has a similar name, but in German it's called Hearts, where I went to school. I also went there to buy dads and sisters ones. Harz. El macizo del Harz, denominado Harz hasta la entrada de la Edad Media, es la cordillera más alta del norte de Alemania y comprende parte de los estados. Bla, bla. Monte más alto es el Brocken. 1000 metros. Lol. It's not very high altitude. Like basically probably the places where I went to are around that altitude, but they are not like the peak of the mountain. Like just the regular places are at that altitude. But because Spain is like the middle of Spain is on a thing called meseta, which is like I don't know. It's like it's higher altitude, baseline altitude. So like Madrid, the city is already at like 600 meters over the level of the sea or something like that. Nice. I didn't see where it was actually. Mapas. Lol. It's actually pretty close to Halle and to Leipzig. That is the reason why I don't want to actively put effort in making these videos that are clickbaity, etc., to sell my soul actively, right? To actively work on selling my soul for my own interests or something like that, right? For my own fame interests or something like that. I don't want to get demons that I can't fight, basically. Then, the next thing is that the alpha is usually in making things in Spanish, and I feel very sensitive to make videos in Spanish, right? For example, I will see some kind of video in English, right? And I see, I don't know, for example, consumerism on TikTok, like a video essay about consumerism on TikTok, or something like that, right? That kind of thing, where it takes TikTok clips, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, actually I could make like the Spanish version of this. And I think of that, and I feel like I am a person who could put that off, right? I'm not sure how much success I would get, but I feel like I could put that off. I have attempted a couple of times doing it, but lazily, and I feel like I could put more effort. Okay. I showed the donut video. Donut media video. Boop. Whining English video. But I covered this in my way in English video. Yeah, it's this video. Basically, in this video, I say something like, well, some of the the excuses are like revenue per million, like YouTube videos in English are better monetized. I don't have monetization anyway, so who cares? And some other things. And the pragmatic reasons are that like I started with a train of thought in English, right? Replying to English people, and I always start with people in English, so the videos like replying to this kind of content are going to be in English mostly. Like the ideas that I get are mostly in English, the scripts in that sense. But the deeper reasons that I list here are kind of like I don't want to be outcast in Spanish-speaking places or whatever. I don't want the people who know me in real life, like second or third degree connections, to know me and to know that kind of stuff. Or I don't want or maybe even my close connections. I don't want them watching videos that are going to be, I don't know, about a topic or something like this, right? About an education, like more educational edutainment type video. Right? Maybe it's that kind of reticence to being seen in that way by people. That is kind of a reason why I don't pursue that kind of thing, right? And then the next idea that I had, or reason that I had, is that maybe I'm just lazy, right? And I don't want to work hard at something, right? I could work hard at iterating on stuff that works, but that is a hard process, right? And I don't know, and I don't want to. And then the next idea that I had, or reason that I had, is that maybe I'm just lazy, right? And I don't want to work hard at something, right? I could work hard at iterating on stuff that works, but that is a hard process, right? And I don't know, I think that calling myself lazy is cool, right? I would guess that it works, the recognition, etc. I think that people who don't mind making clickbait, like Mr. Beast or something like that, it's because they have a stronger vision than I do regarding some things, or that they don't mind to be perceived in certain ways for certain reasons. Right? And I think I lack those kind of reasons. Right? Sorry for being vague, but this is like as much as I want to say about it here. So yeah, these are kind of my excuses on why I don't iterate on stuff that works. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to recommend anything. Maybe I will put like some random video here, and yeah, goodbye. Why don't I iterate on stuff that works? So I'm making this. Hippie hippie hoppa hoppa dee 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 ba da ba da doo 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 doo. Now this one. I think I can copy this pretty like this. Boop. This works. Who else is here, by the way? There are two people. I don't know. Hello. Intro. What will I do if I don't go to Germany? So this is a status update video, but a little bit shorter. And for context, a friend of mine who is working in Germany for he told me a while ago that he's going to go ham, like more, well, not I say go ham, but he's going to go like a little bit strongly like recruiting people for that job because he gets like a bonus or something, right? And I was like, fuck it, I could join him because compared to last year when he also was trying to do that, the conditions are better because he is now actually internally working at DHL before he was working for like an external contractor or something like that. So the conditions for his reward are better, but also the conditions for the job are also better. And I feel a little bit more, I see the appeal more than before also because my situation is worse. So I was like, fuck it, let's join that. Also because my situation is worse. I told him, hey, I would like to join that, blah, blah, and he, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if it will happen because of several reasons. Maybe I don't pass like the tests, internal tests or whatever. I think those are easy. Yeah, though there are factors that could happen. Me feeling down in case that doesn't go through and have like a backup plan and some things to do. So yeah, these are like the ideas that I have. 150 intro and context. So another friend has a friend with a price developer job in Madrid, right? Something like that. And I was like, but they are hiring kind of, at least at the beginning of the year, they were kind of hiring new people to get in. And even though the conditions are not super good, they are something, right? And they could be like the path to developing more, to getting like something like that role. And I used to not like that because I thought I could get something better, but I don't have it in me to get something better, to be honest. So I'm not going to do it. And I would take that. But maybe they are not like, none of these things are for sure, right? So I have to have a lot of options. Then my brother's girlfriend's sister was in some kind of company, engineering company or something. So maybe I could try that. I'm not sure because I think she's no longer there, right? I think she left. So maybe that is something that is open already. Then another thing, the Netherlands or Germany. I think I have seen some people, some job positions that have accommodation included or that have it more streamlined, right? Like my friend's theory here. And I see, like I applied on Instagram to something and they called me back really quickly, right? So I think that those companies, I see included the Netherlands is open already. Then I think positions, something that is open already. Then another thing, the Netherlands or Germany. I think I have seen some people, some job positions that have accommodation included or that have it more streamlined, right? Like my friend's theory here. And I see, like I applied on Instagram to something and they called me back really quickly, right? So I think that those companies are trying to do shit, and I think they do want workers or something like that. So I feel like I have a good hunch on that. So I feel like I would try to look for more of those things, and I have some internal criteria on what to look for and to what kinds of things I prefer. So yeah. Then I also have this keep remote applying, etc. But I can't expect success because yeah, it has not worked for me. But I think I could also try doing it and something like this. And then I had like a maybe look into Japan or Australia thing, but I feel like that's more of a step too. Right? I feel like I have to have more savings to go there versus. Then I also have this keep remote applying, etc. Then I also have this keep remote applying, etc. But I can't expect success because yeah, it has not worked for me. But I think I could also try doing it and something like this. And then I had like a maybe look into Japan or Australia thing, but I feel like that's more of a step too. Right? I feel like I have to have more savings to go there versus versus other things. Right? Versus, for example, Germany or Netherlands. Germany or Netherlands is what a plane ticket, maybe across trains, 300, 400 euros at most. I can pay that myself. If it becomes something like Japan or Australia, where you have to, well, I would have to like go to Japan, have an Airbnb for like a month before I get like accommodation in, right? Maybe I could try to get accommodation included or maybe accommodation plus transport or something like that. I could try to see what there is, what's there, but I don't think it will happen. Meanwhile, for the Netherlands and for Germany, I feel more hopeful that those are things that happen. So yeah, those are the things I'm planning to do if I don't go to Germany. This is like a small status update kind of video, but yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Maybe I will link the status update playlist. I won't put this video inside it. This video will update kind of video, but yeah, if I'm planning to do if I don't go to Germany. 50 outro. I have to see how many videos there are in that playlist. I think there are more than 100 videos already in that one. No, I don't want cards. I want this. those are the things that I'm planning to do if I don't go to Germany. This is like a small status update kind of video, but yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Maybe I will link the status update playlist, but I won't put this video inside it. Maybe I will link the status update playlist, but I won't put this video inside it. This video will be like just a regular video on my channel. Goodbye. Probably, apart from the remote streams, you did record a lot of them after all. No, I don't count. The streams don't count. Only the videos that I record inside them, those. Like this kind of uploads things. But yeah, maybe. I watched the total count of videos on my channel and it was like 300 or something like this. Yeah, 320 pages. Whoa. Oh yeah, 320 pages, maybe including streams or not. Not really, I don't know. Desde la producción. No, the next 100, only 60. Only. But yeah, not 100 yet. Yeah, I was talking about the videos to record the stream. Yeah, actually, I mean, halfway in. And I think there are more. Like, there are more than 60. I would say there are maybe 70. Because there are some that I probably forgot to tag as the next 100 videos. But yeah. What will I do if I don't go to Germany? Oop. Boop. No, bueno, it's okay. Boop. Responder. Okay, thank you for being here and for watching, and maybe I think I will continue with RimWorld tomorrow. By the way, next week I'm not streaming any day. Like from the 1 to the 7, I'm not streaming any day. Unless for some reason I take my phone and start streaming on my phone like that day that I blah blah blah, right? Like that day that I went to the planetarium thing. Maybe something like that could happen, but like the default is that it won't happen. And if I do it, I will like send them Discord notification or whatever. But like most likely, from the 1st to the 7th, I won't stream any day. Not sure if you can see it here. Yes, I can think you can see it, right? Oh no, now my chroma key is like, but yeah, you know what a week is, right? It lasts 7 days, and just in this month, there is the coincidence that it starts from the first day 1 and it ends on the day 7. So next week a friend might come by, so I would not have been there anyways. Okay, good timing, I guess. I guess it is summer after all, so there is like more displacements and all of that. So yeah, from the 1st to the 7th, no streams, and tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I think, Saturday also, maybe no stream on Saturday. Because on Saturday I will come back home, not late, but late-ish compared to like the time when I usually start streaming. So maybe I will come back home at like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and I will be full from eating outside, so maybe I won't be in the mood. So yeah, this Saturday and next week.